Hello, and welcome to the 8th edition of the QuaranTOON Comedy Showcase. I'm your host, Dan Brown. I drive so infrequently during the pandemic that I don't even operate my car as well as I used to. I mean, for once I didn't lock my keys in the car, but that crying trapped baby just wouldn't look on the bright side. I don't even remember where I got him, I was so drunk. I went by a pet store recently, and I saw all the sad and lonely little puppies in their cages. That is exactly how I feel during this pandemic. I just lie around all day licking myself and eating poop. So sad. The AIDS virus be like, ba-bum-bum, ba-bum-bum, but the coronavirus is all like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Well, then give it up for Josh Levinson.
Hello, my name is Josh Levinson, and I am a cartoon. Yeah. When Dan animated me, I was like, hey man, maybe we could fix some stuff. I got a list, actually. Starts in some pretty predictable places. But Dan was like, no, Josh, I do not want the responsibility of being a god. Which is fair. God made everything and immediately took a week off, so you know he is European. You could never get that kind of vacation time working for an American firm. One good thing about being a cartoon is it's not weird to have sex with other cartoons now. Yeah. You fuck one pillow and suddenly you're Josh, the guy who fucks pillows. And that is a long nickname. Unwieldy, you might say. There are some downsides to being a cartoon, though. For instance, I feel like there's a lot more anvils falling from the sky than I typically had to deal with in the past. You really gotta keep your eyes up, because it is dangerous out there. Also, like 30% of the tunnels are just painted on walls. And the cartoon police do not seem interested in dealing with it at all. One way in which the cartoon world and the real world is similar is that there's about the same level of police violence. Here they mostly use comically oversized billy clubs on anthropomorphic dogs, but yeah, we have all cops are bastards too, so the pandemic, kind of a bummer. Yeah. It's crazy, because I thought I was depressed before this all started, but it turns out no, I was wrong. I feel a lot worse now. Yeah, it turns out you could always feel worse. I thought I would enjoy playing video games for 12 hours a day, but it turns out it's only fun if it's your choice. This feels like some kind of Mario Kart prison. I thought like, oh, maybe I'll learn a new skill like speaking Spanish, Espanol. Instead, I'm mostly losing the ability to speak English. Like the first time I talk out loud is at Walgreens, and they're just like, "Sir, what?" I thought maybe I would learn to cook. Everybody's learning to cook, you know. But I'm single, so anytime I cook, it's just for me. It just feels like a big waste. You know, like I'm gonna dirty a frying pan and a saucepan and a plate to eat dinner over a laptop while I watch The Office for the 32nd time in a row. No, I'm gonna microwave a burrito, which I am very good at now. I am the Gordon Ramsay of vegetarian burrito microwaving, some say. I say that sometimes to myself and my cat. I have been working on my house. I have sealed most of the holes in the house. Yep. One of them was open for like a year. Listen, once you cut a hole in the ceiling more than a few times, you're like, listen, who are we kidding? We're going to be back in this hole again soon. There is no need to go pre-sealing these holes. Alright, I assume Dan's going to edit in some laughter there, so I'll assume I crushed. Thank you so much for listening. I love you all, except for Dustin, you know you did. Take care of yourselves. You know, it's going to be a hard winter, but, you know. Yep.
Freaking Dustin. I'd like to throw him in a 6-foot hole. Shovel some dirt on him. Why don't you grow up, Dustin? Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Well, then give it up for James Murphy.
Give it up for Dan Brown, you empty tables and chairs. I guess people are really taking social distancing seriously. Personally, I carry a 6-foot stick with a nail on the end. Keep people away. Back it up, Granny. I need more space. It's not easy being locked up with your family for weeks at a time. I saw a documentary on it, The Shining. Parents are homeschooling their kids now. Do you get homework? Seems redundant. Where's detention? The garage? And don't start the car. That's how we lost your little brother. A lot more people are working from home. But how do you call in sick now? I can't make it to the office. It's way over there. I had my first virtual physical. The doctor FaceTimed me. I didn't have the drafty gown, so I wore a tablecloth tied with a shoelace. It went well until the prostate exam. The doctor asked what I felt, and I said, humiliation, mostly. I watched those protests on TV. I'm fascinated with looting. I saw a guy with a 65-inch flat screen trying to hurdle the broken door of a Best Buy and face planted. I bet he tried to bring the TV back for a refund. You have the receipt? No, but I got it here. Just look on the surveillance cameras. Yep, that's me right there. Eventually, we'll buy everything from Amazon. You can already buy a coffin from them. So if you're really sick, buy one. If you survive, return it. And the UPS guy will kill you. When you use PayPal online, they give you a test to prove you're not a robot. They give you grainy photos to look for stuff in to prove you're human. So far, I found the shooter on the grassy knoll and Jimmy Hoffa in a pizzeria. Being isolated with Alexa for so many weeks, I feel like we've made a connection. I want to write her a song and tell her to do stuff. When you play it, she'll just wreak havoc on your life. Alexa, turn the heat up to 90. Alexa, order 5 large pizzas. Alexa, call 911. Set to a catchy musical beat. There's a new phenomenon now called porch pirates. You get a package tossed onto your porch, and these people cruise around, wait till they think it's safe, and sneak up and steal the package. So to battle these people, I put a trap door on my porch with a spring. If you weigh more than 100 pounds, the trap door swings open and you fall into the cage underneath my porch. So far, I've caught 2 chubby trick-or-treaters and a potential Norwalk selectman. But I'll get a pirate, you'll see. Give it up for Dan Brown and QuaranTOON Comedy. Thank you, everybody.
That's our show. Thanks for not coming out. And don't forget to tip your globalist conspirators and your subterranean lizard men. Good night, everybody.